Come on. Come on, I was perfect for that role. There has to be something. I mean, I'll do audience work. I don't care.
Ring, ring.
Hello? No. No, I mean, I just need 3 more tomorrow? There's no way. Okay. Okay, I'll find a way. Oh my gosh. What am I? There's no way I can end up with rent tomorrow. I mean, the audience work isn't even till next week, and even that's 100. I need help. Like, help me! I'm so afraid. I don't know who that could be. It's just. Hello?
Hi. Are you Ben?
I am Ben.
Yeah, I got a call, and they asked me to come over and be with you. Yeah.
Who's okay? You can come sit down. Who's they? Oh, okay,
All right,
right next to me. Okay. Hello.
Okay, so typically, I mean, I just want you to just be prepared for this. Typically, when a call goes out to the universe and one of the beings has a prayer sincerely in their heart, passionately and committed to actually knowing who they truly are, they ask for help. And so, you know, I got the address, I got the call, and now I'm here.
I didn't call, though. I got a call from my landlord saying that he's going to kick me out. I said I was afraid. I said I had fear, and I screamed really loud. That was about it.
Yeah. So, my name's Fear.
Okay.
And basically, I just wanted to explain the reason why I show up. And I want you to understand that.
Yeah, you have wings.
Yeah. So, fear gets a bad rap all the time. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's not really cool that humans blame a lot of things on fear, because actually, you know, I come to actually teach and to love and to actually motivate. And a lot of times, like, I just get the contracted energy around the human that doesn't actually want to see what the gift is. And
The
basically,
gift? The fear is a gift? Fear is making me be really scared right now. I'm going to get kicked out.
yeah, there's a reason for all of that. So in your contraction, you actually have to go deep and actually call on something that's your faith and trust. And so when an angel of fear shows up, it's a post-it note to yourself, by yourself, from yourself, so that yourself realizes that everything here that you create, including the issue with your landlord, is an opportunity for growth. So that's a message. So fear basically is a messenger.
Is fear going to help me book something by tomorrow?
So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the purpose of feeling fear. So if you understand the universe is like a harmonic, and fear gets you at the lowest vibration, and that lowest vibration projects a reality that actually creates more fear. Until fear shows up and opens up the dimension to go through the fear door, like I did. I walked through your door because I heard the call. And then all of a sudden, I was able to shift the frequency and change the reality. Perfect. See that? That's usually happens when there's a confirmation or a bell. You know, on Earth, you guys usually say every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Yeah.
So that means you're actually getting closer to the frequency of understanding why it's an opportunity for you to stop relying on your crappy thoughts and your crappy feelings and your crappy job, and actually say to yourself, what do I really want? Why am I here? And I'd like you to imagine if you wrote that down and you really fully committed to that, and let go of your fear to let the love in, and knowing that fear is just a message to say that you are love at the very tiniest atom and quark of your beingness, that you could shift your perception and therefore your reality.
Well, what could I do with that reality now?
Well, we kind of heard through the grapevine in the angelic hosts that you actually wanted to use your laughter and comedy to help humanity. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Okay. So to actually walk through that field of ha 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 with humanity, you have to face fear. So you decided to outpicture fear as a little short blonde with a hat and some angel wings and in a fitness body. I don't know why. This is your imagination, not mine. I'm just showing up in the construct.
It's a lot better than some of the other manifestations of fear.
Well, I could have come as the Grim Reaper, but I thought that might freak you out.
No, that makes me really scared. I would not like that.
No. So you got the small, tiny, pixie blonde, angelic aspect of fear.
I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah. So to fully upgrade the DNA and to open up what humans call junk DNA, which really isn't junk, it's just unprocessed gifts that get to be explored through these dimensions. So every black hole is the other side of a sun. And when you go into those black holes and you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
I just want to know what that light is for me right now.
So when you were little, 5 or 6 years old, do you remember playing for hours by yourself, making up games in the imagination of your own reality? So from wizards to dinosaurs to knights to swords to fairies to unicorns to butterflies, all of that stuff gets created in your imagination and your imaging center, which is how you actually created that world that you lived in. And as you grew up, a portal started closing and your imagination started getting constricted. And so fear took a larger role. And so I'm here to remind you to go back into that imaging center of the inner child and start pulling that inner child up and out so that you can start playing more effectively.
I want to start playing more effectively.
Okay, well, we're going to start right now. So what is the highest version of your reality? If you could consciously create your world right now, what would you see yourself doing?
I would picture myself on a billboard showing the most positive movie ever made without any bad outside influence from the man.
Fantastic. I really like that. You know why? Because on Earth, there's a lot of duality, and that's why it's the third dimension. However, on other stratums and other parallel universes, there's no duality at all. It's like filming a flower unfolding, facing its head to the sun. A lotus growing out of the mud. You see what I'm saying? There's just one beautiful thing happening after another. So you would see yourself on a billboard, creating a film that doesn't have a lot of duality in it. It's just an expression of one expanding being having more access to its own vibrational love. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, we start there. So when you wake up, you breathe deep, you run the visualization, you connect with the future self, you collapse on that reality, you bring that reality into your present moment. And just like that doorbell rang when you called out for help, the other reality bleeds through because it actually simultaneously, believe it or not, already presently exists once you're on that octave.
Well, I'm stressed out about my landlord. I'm stressed out about leaving tomorrow. And I don't know if I can handle right now 6 steps. So what is maybe 1 or 2 steps I can do immediately?
Tell me the visualization of what your life is like in the present moment. Taste, touch, thought, smell, and hearing. Ben, wake up every day and I exercise and I drink a green drink. Then I go to the gym and I teach my cycling class. After that, I come back and I script out my scene. After that, I sit in a meditation and make sure everything is downloaded correctly. After that, I call my friends and I start filming these incredible, radical, new, conscious thought wave, funny aspects of the film. Then I take the film and I pitch the film. And then I call out to all the beings in the universe that actually are the players in that orchestration of that universal symphony called I Love Myself and everything in it. Then the reality starts unfolding like a red carpet.
So it starts with that visualization.
It starts with visualization.
I think I can do
All right, so the landlord. We got to talk about the landlord. So a lot of times in the third dimension, people don't understand the money karma, where the money karma is, right? So karma is cause and effect. Dharma is grace, the law of grace, the path of grace, where everything is just flowing to you. You look and say, oh, that person's so lucky. Are they lucky, or are they in the flow? So imagine that the universe is streaming light and we're all in these incredible flows. And then when we contract, we're out of the flow. And you can tell, athletes call it the zone. Mm-hmm. In the zone, out of the zone. Light workers that stream call it in the flow and out of the flow. So we need to just raise you up into the flow. So once you're in the flow, then the money starts pouring in. So there was a limiting belief when you were a kid, something that you held on to, that you had to work really hard for, that you had to earn. And we have to delete that limiting belief. So let's just delete your hard drive right now. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
And anything I think and I put my attention and my awareness on can become my reality.
And anything I focus and put my awareness to can become my reality.
Exactly. So I'll just give you one brief example, and then in 24 hours I want you to imagine that this is happening for you. I opened my awareness to receiving more, doing a meditation of receiving grace and not having to earn it or work for it, allowing it. I got 3 checks in the mail. One was $1,500, one was like $58, one was $62, out of the blue. But I intentionally could backphrase my science as I'm an experiment of my own life, and I realized I had that intention prior to the experience. Mm-hmm. So that became my karma. See what I'm saying? So that was like, oh, cause and effect, cause and effect. I started to allow, and then all of a sudden I started to see what was possible in the unseen, if you know what I mean. That's the great thing about Shakespeare. I really loved him in this dimension. You know what he used to do? He could talk to the fool and the kings.
At the same time?
He would wrap it in a riddle and a rhyme. And then he would realize he was outside of time, and then he would take people into a multi-dimensional sphere of who am I? And in the who am I and the I am I, we understand the why, and then the why becomes wisdom, and then the dripping of the consciousness flows into this heaven on earth reality where people can share in harmony, just like you and me. Are we ready?
Yes.
Oh, actually, I see the mailman coming. Let's go check your mail.
Okay. I gotta check.